Hello, konnichiwa, this is Nanko, and we're back with new Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony Chapter 1 Trial Prep. So we finally finished investigating Rantaro and all the suspects, everyone about their alibis and all that kind of stuff. So now all we have to do is set our skills, look over the truth bullets, and begin the class trial. So let's hop right into that. Okay, skill list. So we have 19 friendship fragments. Right? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Attentive influence increases maximum influence a little, effective during all parts of the class trial, and can be combined with envious influence. Okay, yeah, I think most people get these two, and for good reason, since, yeah, especially these two are useful all the time, so, yeah, okay, I might get those. I might just get the focus though. Extraordinary focus increases maximum focus a little, effective during all parts of the class trial, and can be combined with menacing focus. Lost in thought slightly increases the time limit in each phase, effective during all parts of the class trial. Yeah, wow, that's a lot for something that I don't know if a lot of people get this, just because, I don't know, they give you a decent amount of time. But yeah, I guess it's good to have an option, to have more time. Charisma increases amount of influence recovered by right answers, effective during non-stop debates and choices. Ooh, I might get that since, actually no, I need more focus than influence, I feel like. Since I don't know if I'll get, well no, I'm sure I'll get a lot of things wrong. Especially from like Hangman's Gambit, because I'm bound to make a mistake even if I know the answer. Okay, cool and composed. Makes the reticle shake less, effective during non-stop and mass panic debates. Can't be combined with tranquility. Ooh, this one might be good too, since I already have like a shaky hand and a very cheap mouse. So yeah, this might be pretty useful. Downshift slows the speed of the reticle, effective during non-stop debates, and can be combined with upshift. And upshift increases the speed of the reticle, increases the speed of the reticle, effective during non-stop debates, and can be combined with downshift. Yeah, I don't know which one I need out of those. I feel like a lot of these you wouldn't know what to get unless, or like, until you actually try, or until you play the game. So we'll have to see. I might not use a bunch of my friendship fragments. Trigger happy decreases the delay after using truth bullets or truth blades, effective during non-stop, mass panic, and rebuttal showdown. Yeah, that one's pretty useful. Neutral liberation. The focus gauge drains slower while concentrating and during fever time, effective during all parts of the class trial. Ooh, I might, oh, but it's 16. I kind of want to get this one, but it's a lot, so I might only be able to get this and maybe like the focus upgrade. Yeah, I'll have to see. But I feel like I'll drain the focus a lot more. Delusion slowly recovers the influence gauge while concentrating and during fever time, effective during all parts of the class trial. Ooh, this one might actually be good if it, or no, it increases the influence. I need increases focus. Okay, machine gun makes the silencer fire rapidly, effective during non-stop and mass panic debates, can't be combined with shotgun or grenade. I already have this one because I played the demo, right? Yeah, it looks different. So I'm really glad I got this because I probably would have bought the machine gun either way, just because it's really useful for really, yeah, since you can use it in the non-stop and mass panic debates, and it would just get rid of the white noise a lot easier. Mind's Eye reveals V-points effective during non-stop and mass panic debates. Wait, so do they not show the V-points unless you buy this? Oh, I might have to get that then. Saint Miko's ability. Yeah, because I want to try to get as many V-points as I can. But, yeah, I might have some trouble with that. Man, I just want to get all of these skills. Saint Miko's ability silences all conversations except those the reticle is on, effective during mass panic debates. Well, I feel like this one's useful, but, I feel like the whole point of the mass panic debate is that, like, you can hear everyone's voices and that makes it more difficult. But then again, since I'm doing it on the Japanese voices, it might be easier if I had this so that I could go through each, like, line of words first. Or, like, at a time. Librarian's glare instantly silences loud voices, effective during mass panic debates. Ooh. Yeah, actually, this one would be a lot better. Since, yeah, that would make the mass panic debates a lot easier. First strike. The key word in the first speaker's argument will be shown from the start, effective during debate scrums. I don't know. I feel like that kind of gets rid of... I mean, it makes it easier for the debate scrums, but I feel like the whole point is that, like, you figure out what they're saying. So yeah, I don't know if I'll get that. Just a peek. The entire screen will light up more frequently, effective during Hangman's Gambit version 3.0. Wow, yeah, they had to make 3 whole versions. Maybe that's what V3 was named after. Version 3.0 of Hangman's Gambit. I do think that Hangman's Gambit in this game is the best out of all of them. Clear Mind increases the amount of letter cubes that can be acquired at once, effective during Psyche Taxi, or Psych Taxi. That's pretty useful. Wait, what is it? Fever? No. Power of life or death. Makes it easier to push the opponent back during Blade Lock, effective during rebuttal showdowns. Ooh, I might have to get that one. Oh, there's so many skills that I want to get. Safety First removes the time penalty for breaking a non-erasable piece, effective during Imagination Excavation. Ooh, yeah, I guess that's, yeah, that would be useful. High Tension. The tension gauge will increase at a faster rate, effective during Argument Armament. I feel like I'll forget to even press that. Okay, so I'm gonna be right back while I go figure out what skills I'm gonna get. So I'll see you all then. Okay, and we're back. So I spent more time than I should have debating whether or not, or which skills I want to get. And I decided to only get 2 skills. I got Mind's Eye and Extraordinary Focus. So Mind's Eye again reveals the V points, effective during non-stop and mass panic debates. I just thought that that would be useful since I could use that in all of the debates. Or I guess most of the debates. Oh no. Okay, there we go. And then, yeah, we already had Machine Gun. And I just got some extra focus because I'm gonna need it. I wanted to get, what was it? One of the more expensive ones. I want to get one of these 2, Charisma or Cool and Composed. Same with, which one is it? This one, Neutral Liberation. But since it's 16, I thought I wanted to get this the most, but I already bought Extraordinary Focus, so I didn't have enough. I was like 1 off. So, I don't want to spend all of my friendship fragments now, so I'll save it so that I feel like I'm saying so a lot. So that next time on chapter 2, I'll be able to get this one, if I remember. I probably won't. Yeah, because if I used all of my friendship fragments, I don't think I'll get enough to buy this. So yeah, but I'm happy with what I got. I'll have to see how I do in the trial to begin with. Yeah, because right now my difficulty, I have it set so the logic is on mean, but the action is on kind, because this is the first time I'm playing this kind of game. I really don't know how I'm gonna do. So, you know, I want to be kind, and then mean because I kind of already know most of the answers, probably get some wrong. It's okay. I want those higher rewards, especially since I'm doing the action in kind. So let's hope it goes well. And then in my handbook, let's just quickly look over all of the truth bullets, since we can. Okay, Monokuma File 1. The victim is Rantaro Amami. His ultimate talent is unknown. The victim's body was discovered in the library. The estimated time of death is 10:30 or 9:10 p.m. Oh wait, how do I scroll? How do I scroll? What? Oh, okay. It has the information on the bottom corner, and I still don't understand how to play. The victim was subjected to blunt force trauma to the back of the skull, resulting in cranial fractures and immediate death. No other injuries were detected. Rantaro's belongings. Rantaro's personal belongings. He had a key to his dorm room and a monopad. He did not have anything that looked like a card key. Bloody shop ball. The bloody murder weapon found on the floor of the library. It seems to be the same as the shop balls in the warehouse that Kaede went to. Kaede's favorite balls. The promotional video and background music that Monokuma played to encourage everyone to start the killing game. It was on full volume until the murder occurred. Love that video. Receiver on Shuichi. The security alarm's receiver. A sensor was placed on the moving bookcase so that in case someone moved the bookcase, it would notify Shuichi. I'm terrible at this. I'm just so out of it. One of the bookcases in the far left end of the library. After it's been moved, it automatically shuts itself to its original place when a certain amount of time passes. The bookcase moved back to its original place right after Kaede and Shuichi found the body. Card reader dust. The dust planted in the hidden door's card reader. When it was checked during the investigation, the dust was left exactly the way it was originally set up. Shuichi's favorite dust. Oh man, Kaede has her shoppa balls, Shuichi has his dust. Stacked books. Library books that could not fit in bookcases, and were instead stacked on top of them. Nothing has changed since Shuichi and Kaede placed the hidden cameras. The books Kaede stacked in front of the vent were left exactly the way they were. Library vent. Connected to the classroom vent on the first floor, the vent grate was still propped open, exactly the way Kaede left it when they set up the hidden cameras. Before the murder, 7 people went to the game room in the basement. Rantaro, Maki, Kaito, Tenko, Angie, Himiko, and Gonta. But Gonta had immediately locked himself in the AV room in the back. Rantaro left to go to the bathroom. After Kaito and Tenko went to get Rantaro, the only people left in the game room when the murder occurred were these 3, Maki, Angie, and Himiko, so they all have an alibi. Sliding door. A sliding door in the AV room that leads to the hallway. The door is poorly made and only opens wide enough to slip an arm through. It would have been difficult for a person to enter and exit through it. It is faced straight to the library's rear entrance. Lookout classroom. Kaede and Shuichi were on lookout in the classroom near the stairs to the basement. Although Shuichi left briefly to go check the basement, the two were together the entire time until the receiver went off. So that's Kaede and Shuichi's alibi. And they really do kind of gloss over the fact that Shuichi left. And just says like, oh, they were together the whole time. Yep. Classroom vent, connected to the library vent. Both Kaede and Shuichi were on watch until the security alarm went off. It was not possible for anyone to sneak into the library by going through the vent. Korekyo's account. During the body discovery announcement, Kyo, Miu, Kirumi, and Tsumugi were in the dining hall. Miu was in the middle of building a remote-controlled gadget. Tsumugi had briefly gone to the bathroom and returned to the dining hall shortly after. Kiba's account. During the body discovery announcement, Kiba and Ryoma were in their own rooms, by themselves. So they don't have an alibi. They don't even mention Kokichi. Because, yeah, I guess they didn't really get a clear answer on that. Front entrance photos. 4 photos taken by the camera facing the library's front entrance. The first photo is a shot of Kaede, Shuichi, Kaito, and Tenko running in shortly before the body was discovered. Oh, look at all of them. The second photo is a shot of Maki, Angie, Himiko, and Gonta running in after they heard Tenko scream. And the third photo is a shot of Kibo, Ryoma, Kyo, Miu, Tsumugi, and Kurumi, and Kokichi running in after they heard the body discovery announcement. And the fourth photo is a shot of Shuichi removing the camera for investigation. Rear entrance photos. 2 photos were taken by the camera facing the library's rear entrance. The first photo is a shot of Rantaro coming in. I miss him. The second photo is a shot of Shuichi removing the camera for investigation. And finally, the hidden door photos. 2 photos taken by the camera facing the hidden door. The first photo is a shot of Rantaro opening the moving bookcase. The second photo is a shot of Rantaro attempting to remove the camera. Aw, look at him. Ugh, I miss him so badly. I know it's a problem. Anyway, so those are all the truth bullets. Pretty stacked. And then report cards. Okay, so let's see. So, we lost someone very dear to my heart. Poor old Rantaro. Rest in peace. He loved extraterritorial rights and he hated cars. Yeah, I like to imagine that there's some kind of history behind that. Like why he doesn't like cars. Maybe because well, obviously we know that he's an adventurer, and once we know that, like the likes and dislikes kind of make sense. But yeah. Anyway, I feel like, okay, so I've seen a lot of Let's Players play this game. I've especially seen a lot of Chapter 1. I usually stop watching most of them after Chapter 1 unless I find them interesting enough that I want to keep watching them. So yeah, so I've seen my fair amount of Chapter 1 of V3. And out of them, I'd say the people that are suspected the most for being the killers by these Let's Players who play blind are Shuichi. A lot of people think it's him because they don't really imply that Shuichi's a major suspect throughout the investigation and in the trial until they get to the intermission, which is why, like, oh, maybe he is suspicious. Since the game's not talking about it a lot, and it's a character that's very close to the protagonist, which is kind of like what they've done in past games in DR1 and DR2, SDR2. Other than Shuichi, and yeah, it does make a lot of sense for Shuichi to be the culprit. It would have been really interesting, although it would have been kind of boring, I guess, since it's not as interesting as what actually happens. Other than that, Kaito's not really a big suspect, although I have seen people suspect Kaito and Tenko, like maybe they were working together. I don't know why Tenko would work with a degenerate male, but yeah. And I'm glad that Kaito, yeah, I don't really see why you'd suspect Kaito since he does have an alibi, either being with Tenko or being with the group. And then a lot of people suspect Ryoma since in his introduction in the very beginning he mentions, or Shuichi mentions, that Ryoma killed an entire mafia, wiped out an entire mafia with his tennis skills and an iron ball, just like literally a shopper ball. And Ryoma very well could have. He didn't really have the motive, but then again, Ryoma and Rantaro did have that interaction. He doesn't have a big part in the investigation, which makes him suspicious too. Nobody suspects him. And he's also small enough to fit in the vent or sneak by and kill Rantaro. So yeah, I feel like the top two most suspected killers in Chapter 1 are Ryoma and Shuichi. Other than that, I think I've seen a few people suspect that Rantaro may have done it to himself by, like, I don't know, putting the shopper ball on top of the bookcase and getting it to somehow fall down, or something along those lines. Gonta's a pretty, like, I feel like the game pushes him to be a suspect, which is why not a lot of people suspect him, and it's kind of just really out there how he would have killed him. And Gonta's suspected right in the beginning, not exactly right in the beginning, but near the beginning of the trial, which kind of makes people think that, oh, he's probably not the culprit if they're getting to that conclusion too quickly. Kokichi, not a lot of people suspect him just because I mean, to be honest, Kokichi doesn't really do anything really all that special in Chapter 1. He's pretty calm and relaxed. He's hardly even there whenever Rantaro's saying something important or someone else is doing something. So yeah, he's not that prominent in Chapter 1. And obviously he's the antagonistic character, so you wouldn't think he'd die in Chapter 1. And too many people talk about him for him to die in Chapter 1. I don't think a lot of, well, no, yeah, hardly anyone suspects Kyo because he has an airtight alibi. He was with a group of people the entire time, so there's no reason to suspect him. Same with yeah, I don't see a lot of people suspect Kibo. He doesn't have an alibi, but he doesn't really, I don't know, you can't really see him being a culprit this early on in this kind of boring way, especially since, like, he's a robot. There has to be some kind of potential to him. If he's gonna do a murder, it would be something more extravagant. Kaede, I do see a few people kind of figure out that, oh, Kaede's acting strange, or it has to do with the vent, since they talk about the vent for a good chunk of time, the vent and Kaede setting up the books, stuff like that. So I do see some people getting the right answer with that. Kurumi, same with Kyo, has an airtight alibi, so there's no reason to really suspect her. And she's wonderful. Why would she kill someone in such a bloody way? She would rather do it in a much more elegant way. Kimiko has an airtight alibi. Maki, same with her. And Maki hasn't done anything this chapter, so you can't really see her just dying in such a boring way so early on. And Tenko, same thing with Kaito, has an airtight alibi. If not, somehow did it with Kaito. That came out the wrong way. Tsumugi, I don't think a lot of people suspect her just because they like push the fact that, oh, Tsumugi might be the culprit because she can cosplay as someone else. But then again, they go out of their way to show off the cospox and all of that kind of stuff. So I don't think a lot of people suspect her. Angie has an airtight alibi. Same with Miu. I guess no, but a lot of people do suspect Miu because she made the cameras. She knows about the cameras, even though they kind of look over the fact that not a lot of people know, or that she doesn't know where she put the cameras. So Miu is probably third most suspicious after Shuichi and Ryoma, not including Kaede. Anyway, on that note, I think we've gone through all the characters and what I've seen most Danganronpa YouTubers, at least the ones that I've seen, or Danganronpa Let's Plays that I've seen from chapter 1, who they suspect. Honestly, if I were to suspect someone, if I were to do it blind, although it's kind of hard for me to say now, I would suspect Shuichi the most. I could very much see him being the culprit. I can't really see anyone else being the culprit, other than, of course, who it actually is. But yeah, so we finally got all of our skills. We looked through the truth bullets, and we looked through all the characters. So let me know in the comments down below about who you suspected when you played Danganronpa or watched a Let's Play. Who did you think was going to be the culprit of this first case? Did you think maybe Rantaro did the dirty himself? Or that sounded wrong. I don't know what I'm saying at this point. Did you guess correct? Or did you think it was one of the people who I mentioned, Shuichi, Ryoma, or really any of the other characters? Let me know. I would love to hear back from you. And we'll see you all in the next video. Bye!